Hi, everyone. My mom said that I should do a video to explain to everyone how I got treated in Inwood and how bad a man of Pug 1 is. So I'm going to do that. Okay, Mom. And so what happened was Pug 1 called me up. Said he was sorry about how he treated me the last time, putting me in a hospital and everything. Said if I would just give him a second chance and go over there, then he would make my channel famous and stuff. And I thought, well, he sounds pretty sincere, so, I figured I'd go over and try. I said, but Pug, I said, I'll have to wait a while because I don't have the money. It's a long drive around the lake there to get over to your place, and he's just across the lake. But that's a long drive. And he said, don't you still have that old Grand Caravan? I said, yeah, I still got the Dodge. He said, maybe you didn't know, but those are amphibious, he said. I never heard such a thing. But, he did seem pretty sincere, so I didn't figure he'd lie to me. I said, oh, really? And he says, yeah, you can just find a pier or something, just drive right off of it. It'll just sail right down to the water. And you skip like a rock right across the lake. You'd be here in no time, he said. Well, I tried it. Next thing I knew, well, it wasn't pretty. I figured, well, at that point I wasn't mad. I thought, well, maybe Mr. Pug was just a little misinformed. I swam for probably 6-7 miles before I found a boat. And I climbed on in the boat. It was a choppy, bumpy ride. It was awful. But at least they were going north towards Inwood. And when we got about halfway there, the captain of the boat started yelling at me because I put my Grand Caravan on top of the boat and I forgot to put it in park, and apparently it was causing some problems on the boat. I'm still paying those fines off. Anyways, I finally got over there. Inwood's not right on the shore. Well, it is. They call it the beautiful shores of Inwood, but the first thing I come upon as I walked across was a small house with a poor family living there, and they didn't have anything to. Of course, my phone was ruined. It went down in Lake Erie, so they didn't have a telephone or anything. And the oldest son had a motor scooter, front wheel drive, funny looking thing. But he was happy to take me to Inwoods, and took a little while, but we finally got there. Of course, I was just starting to dry from being in Lake Erie for so long. Knocked on the door. Pug opened the door and made a face and told me I smelled like old stale fish. And he kicked me right in the gut, and I fell back onto the driveway there. Told me I wasn't welcome there as long as I smelled like that. So I went and knocked on Polyester's door over there. Polyester said that any friend of Pug's wasn't welcome there. I don't know what that's all about. I didn't know what to do. I just started crying. I broke out in tears. I didn't know what to do. Here I am. I got no Dodge Caravan. I got no way back. I already know that I'm going to owe thousands of dollars in fines for the accident that happened on the boat. I just walked down the middle of the road, just crying. And then Inwood Jim come by on his bicycle. Thank God for Inwood Jim. He was nice to me. He said that he could help me out. He gave me a bicycle ride over to the fire decks. Now I got to the fire decks and he took me in. He explained to them what had happened. And, you know, they were really good guys in fire decks. They were really good. Treated me like a queen. And I'll tell you, I ain't much of a drinker, but they give me more beer than I could stand. And they let me use their showers. You know, I got all cleaned up. And then they let me put their fire gear on so I didn't have to have that fishy smelling clothes on. And then we went outside and across the street. And we got all hammered and liquored up. And then when they started throwing, actually they were eating plates. We couldn't eat off of it. It was throwing like frisbees in the air. We were shooting them with shotguns and stuff. I don't think we hit very many. Cause, man, we was loaded, man. We was salvaged. I had a good time for a couple of days. But then they said it would probably not be nice for me to not go back over to my friends and spend some time. So I went back to Pugs, and he welcomed me in since I didn't stink, but he didn't like my choice of clothing, is what he said, which was all fire stuff, you know, because that's all I had. They didn't have a washing machine over there. So he let me in anyway. Then said that he had a sewing machine that he needed help with before he made my channel famous. Yeah, and he would sew me up some clothes, he said. Something that didn't look like fire dick clothes, because he don't seem to care for the fire dicks all that much. He said he needed me to help him get the thread in it that he said he couldn't see very good. And he'd give me a piece of thread and he says, put that on the end of your finger, put your finger in the hole in there, and that'll get the thread through there. Well, it didn't seem hard to me. I stuck my finger in here. Now, unbeknownst to me, I'm thinking that he's, you know, doing something to make the sewing machine work. Well, I ain't much for, you know, metallurgy and whatnot, and I didn't realize that it was the lathe, and I was putting my finger in there and he was tightening my finger down, and he turned the son of a bitch on. Ripped my finger clean off. If that isn't bad enough, instead of giving me my finger and letting me go to the hospital, he pulls my finger out of the lathe and throws it into the room, and them little dogs started gnawing on it. Well, one of them swallowed it before I could get to him. I had to follow that damn dog around for almost a week before he finally shit it back out. And he did. I had one of the fire dicks rush me to the hospital. The hospital asked me why I had that finger up my ass, because it had shit all over it. Well, Puck had already called ahead of time and told him how much of a homosexual I was. They said they're not going to clean the poop off of that finger, but they reattach it. So there's my sore and infected because there's still dog poop on the inside. It's all swelled up. I said, Pug, I think I'm going to have to leave because I'm afraid you're going to kill me. And he said, oh, no, it was just I forgot that wasn't a sewing machine. It was just an accident and whatnot. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm getting out of here, man. That guy is fucking crazy. He's got it in for me. I don't know why I never done nothing bad to him. It's terrible with the things that bug one will do to you. I hitchhiked all the way back home. I didn't even realize till I got home they put my finger on upside down. That's kind of medical care you get in Canada. Yeah, especially when you got bug one going ahead of you telling them you're a homosexual and stuff. They don't like that. So, I come back home, you know. I live alone now because Pug ruined my marriage, wrecked my marriage last time I was there. I don't think I'm probably going to go back now. He's a bad man. He's a goof. That Pug one, he's a goof. Don't go to Inwood, people. Don't go there.